Hi budget babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you're new here or returning, it's JaliyahKreationz. Welcome in, my loves. How are you guys doing today? So guys, you already know we're gonna get straight to the cut. We're gonna go ahead and set up a budget, you guys. So we're gonna be setting up a budget here for Caitlin. Her goal here is to pay off debt and save. So we're gonna jump straight into it, you guys. Let's really get to it. I say that every single time, y'all. It's not intentional, I promise. But let's get straight into it. Guys, remember, only my copies laminated. These are my I laminated my planner just to make things erase easier, but planners can be found at JaliyahKreationz.com, you guys. I'm gonna get straight into this budget though. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like this video. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and write Caitlin's name here. And then our goal is to pay off debt and save. Let me go ahead and use this black marker because I remember a while back one of you guys, I used a pink marker, I think when I was using the laminated sheets, and I remember a budget babe saying that they were having a hard time reading it. So where did I put that dark marker? So I want to make sure you guys can read everything okay. Alright, perfect. So you guys know the drill. We're going to talk about two different type of expenses: fixed expenses versus variable expenses. Fixed are going to be our expenses that are usually the same every month: car insurance, rent, mortgage, phone bills, utilities. You're going to put how much you average, car insurance, pest control, things like that. Then our variables are going to be our expenses that vary each month. So groceries, gas, eating out, personal care, all that fun stuff. Subscriptions I put as a variable, even though the correct term for them will be a fix. So I tried to put the sweet tarts calculator over here to spice it up a little bit, y'all, but it's throwing me off. So now I gotta have my pink one. Let me go ahead and grab my pink one. There we go. That just looks better now. The color coordination was coming for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill in these fixed expenses, you guys, and then I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, now that we wrote down all of our fixed expenses and our variables, we're going to go ahead and add these up, see how much it costs to be Caitlin for the month. And then once we figure that out, we can go ahead and write down our debt list. Also, guys, next week I should be having a weekly budget for you guys. I know we've been doing a whole bunch of monthly. If you guys want to see more weekly budgets and those broken down, please let me know. Whatever you guys need for yourself to help you stay on track or give you some insight on what your budget will look like, don't hesitate, guys, to make those requests. Sometimes I just do what I think would, you know, relate to someone, or just different examples. But if there's something you want to see on my YT channel, please make sure you guys are letting me know in the comments. Don't be scared to send suggestions and things that you need. My goal is to make your budgeting journey easier for you. So 810 plus 1673. I do a lot of budgets per day, so even if it's not your exact numbers, you might have one that resonates with you. If you haven't booked a private session with me, which you guys can book private sessions at JaliyahKreationz.com, you guys, or you can get your budgets done free on live on my TikTok lives, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So just for any of the budget babes who needed those resources, I will link all those below in the comment section. So our full expenses total to $24.80, so $3 grand minus $24.80. is going to give us $520 left over after we take care of our bills and expenses. I'm just go ahead and put this as February. So let's go ahead and write down our debt list. Alright, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and write our credit card list or loan list, whatever your debt list is. So let's go ahead and write down our list here. Credit card / debt payoff. Credit card / debt payoff. Looks like we have one credit card. I'm not sure what the name is, but we'll say credit card number 1, which has a balance of $4 grand with a $100 minimum. Oopsie, I forgot a 0 there. $4 grand with a $100 minimum. And then we also have a PayPal here, which has a $900 balance with a $60 minimum. Alright, so remember our cash surplus at the end of each month here was $520. Alright, so starting February, after we take care of all of our bills and expenses, we have $520 left over. Oopsie, not me writing it in backwards. I stay messing up my nails every time. Hold on, guys. $520 is what we have left over after our bills and expenses. So our goal is to save and pay off debt. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put 400 of this towards debt. And then we're going to put 120 of this in our savings. So the first thing we're going to do is pay off the PayPal. We're just going to pay off the small one and then pay off the big one here. So this is going to be PayPal has a balance of $900. So it'll take us roughly 3 months, February, March, April. We put 400 towards debt. So for 3 months, we're going to combine our cash surplus, which is going to be $1,200. With $1,200, we're going to go ahead and pay off PayPal. So $1,200 minus $900 is going to be $300 in our savings. And then we also were saving $120 per month. So 120 times 3 months would be $360 in our savings. So boom, and just like that, guys, PayPal is paid off. We were still paying the minimum each month to cover our interest. So technically we're putting $460 per month towards that card for anybody that's concerned on how the interest would work in this scenario. So once we paid off the PayPal, guys, we no longer have to pay the $60 minimum. So starting January, March, April, May, we're going to go ahead and add $60 back into our original cash surplus of $520, which is going to total us to $580. So now we are going to work on paying off the first credit card, which has a balance of $4 grand. We did pay our minimum last month, but we're just going to act like we didn't, or the last 3 months to act like we didn't, to cover any interest that accumulated. So now what we would go ahead and do, we're going to break this down again, and I'll break it down right here. we'll put 400 of this towards debt, and then we'll put 180 in our savings. So let's go ahead and take 4 grand and divide it by 400. It would take roughly 10 months. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 2, 4, 6, December, January, February, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just want to make sure, you guys, I'm going to put $400 towards the debt here. I hope I'm loud enough, guys. I'm not talking extra loud today, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let's go ahead and put this here. I could have just wrote down 10 months, but I feel like it helps my visual learners when you actually see it. So this would give us 4 grand, or 4 grand. We'll go ahead and pay off the credit card. Remember, we are still paying this $100 minimum each month, so that will cover our interest that accumulates. So boom, now we zero out, and then we're also putting $180 aside for 10 months, which is gonna give us, let's see here, 180 times 10 months is going to be $1,800 in our savings. We'll officially be debt free here by March. And then we no longer have to pay this $100 minimum, so that $100 minimum will go back into our cash surplus here of $680. Alrighty, budget babes, that's how we would set up a budget to help us pay off debt with an income of 3 grand. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go back to the previous budget just so you guys can see what we did here one more time. Let's see here. $520 was what we had left over after our budget, so we used this $520 after all of our bills and expenses, and we used it to pay off of our debt here. So it took us roughly a few months. It's not too bad. It's like a 13 month payoff for her debt here, which it was almost close to 5 grand, which is pretty good based off her income. I hope this helps someone below, guys. Make sure you guys comment, like this video, and let me know if you guys have any questions or anything you need to see from me below. Everything that I'm using can be purchased at JaliyahKreationz.com. By the time you guys are seeing this, the calculators are still on pre-order. We had to delay the shipment just a little bit to give it more time to arrive since there's so many of them. But you guys can still get your pre-order in. I'll see you guys later, my loves. Have a great night. Bye.